Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we are going to learn about a few topics related to Java 8 stream. Here we are going to learn about the first thing is use of distinct method. Then we are going to learn about the use of min and max method. Then after this we are going to learn about the filter method. After this, we are going to learn about the predicate interface, and then we are going to see about the infinite stream and the limit method. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to learn today, and for this purpose, we have considered two. Here we have considered two lists. One is a string list, and other one is the integer list. So let's get started with the distinct method. So basically distinct method, what it does is it returns you distinct list. So basically let's suppose if you want to remove the duplicates from the given list, at that time we can go for the distinct method call. For example, here you can see this is the array list which is having the 28 twice. So for time being I will insert another 34 as well, and here let's say we have the duplicate call of welcome. Okay, and now let's use the distinct. So what I will do is out before distinct method called. What we will do is before distinct method is called, we are going to print the list, string list dot, instead of using likewise, we'll simply say for, since it is a string list, then we are going to say out, simply printing the value. Okay, and just giving plus new tab, or else we can give some spaces. Okay, so this is before calling the distinct, and now let's say list of string after distinct. So what how we are going to do this is, first we have to create a stream of it, then we have to call the distinct. Whenever we call the distinct, we are going to get the stream of the new list. So once we got this stream of the new list, we have to collect those as a list, and then we have to use it for the printing purpose. String of, again string, this time after distinct, and then you are going to write the same thing here, and let's say now this I'm going to print it here as a, instead of before, after distinct is called. So basically the first line number 20 should give us the all the lines including the welcome twice, and line number 27 should give us welcome only once. Let's see. Now here you can see is before distinct called welcome, have a great day ahead, Java is super cool, and welcome. After distinct is called welcome, have a great day, Java is super cool, and then we don't have anything ahead. That means basically if someone asks you to remove the duplicates from the given list, then you can go for the distinct method call. Okay, so now going for the next is going for the next instead of list we have to write it as a string. Okay, now the next is min and max method. So basically we know that min and max is used to find out the minimum and maximum value inside the given list. So I'm simply writing s out directly, min value is, and then I'm going to call that method. So integer list dot, first we have to create the stream dot max, and then we have to pass the argument like based on which, like we know that it is an integer list, but compiler should know like how it has to compare. So we'll say integer and then get value, get integer, sorry, that int value is there, so that method we have to call, but this has to be called on the comparator. So first we have to call comparator comparing integer dot int value. So it will compare all the values based on the integer values, and then it will give you the maximum value of it. So here we have to write it as a max. And then if I have to go for the min, simply just rename the max with min to get the minimum value. Okay, so now let's run this code and see. Here you can see it is a optional of 78, so maximum value is 78 and here minimum value is 1. So here optional is also a feature of Java 8. So here we can say get to remove the optional. So basically what happens is this optional is used to this optional is used to remove the chances of null pointer exception. That's why that is the major use of optional class. So how that happens is, for example, let's suppose I don't have any value into this, and if I run this, now you can say I am getting no value and this is a no such element exception. But if I don't write it over here, like the get method is to get the integer value if it is present. So now if I run it, then code is getting successfully compiled. So what happens is optional will first check whether the value is present or not. Okay, so for that what we can do is to handle the null pointer exception, basically it is used. So we can say optional of integer, because we are comparing the integer values, let's say max value is equal to, I'll simply copy this code, write it over here. Now we'll say if max value is present, that means if there is any value into it. You can see here if value is not present, it is going to return as empty. So in that case this will become false. If this becomes the false, that means there are no values, so we don't have to print anything, right? So what we will do is I'll just go one step ahead of this, and here I will replace everything of this with max value. It will go here only if the value is present, then we can print the value. Here we will say same thing, copying the code, pasting it over here to get the min value this time, replacing the method by min, and here I will say if min dot value is present, then I'm going to say min value is min value dot get. So now even though I don't have anything, I won't get the null pointer exception, I will get the proper execution. So here the values, let's give random values now once again: 12, 56, 78, 34, 5, 90, 91, 79 and 21. Okay, let's run this code. So max value is 91 and min value is 5. So this is how we are going to use the min and max method. Okay, now going for the next one is filter. So basically filter, what it does is filter takes the, so first let me show you what filter does. So let's say I'm creating a string of an integer and saying it as a integer stream is equal to stream dot okay. Here I will go for the filter just because I just wanted to show you what filter does is basically filter takes a predicate. Now predicate is a interface which returns you boolean value, so we will define a predicate over here, private static predicate of, let's say, integer I am talking about. Let's say even numbers is equal to, what it does is even number is equal to number, take the number whatever you are getting, finding the modulo of it equal to 0. Similar way I am writing for the odd numbers as well, so it will become not equal to 0. So these are the two predicates which we have created, and now what we are going to do is we already have the integer list, so we'll say list of, okay, so instead of printing it and making it more lengthy, list of integers even numbers, even number list is equal to, we already have the integer list, we are going to create a stream over it, then we are going to get a filter. So this is what I wanted to show you. Filter, it takes the predicate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the even numbers predicate, and then I'm going to collect them to the list value. Same way I will do for odd numbers, odd number list, and here I will call the odd number predicate. So basically what is the use of this is, if we define a predicate once, we can use them anywhere in the class if we have defined it into the class level. So basically it is nothing but a method which is or a condition which is going to work as a variable for you. Now you can see even numbers. Now whenever I'm going to call the even numbers, so for every number it is going to take the modulus, so whatever the numbers, okay, so these are the numbers in my list. So what it is going to do is, first it will take the 12, it will take 12 modulus of 2 equal to 0, so it will collect it. 56 collect it, 78 collect, 34 collect, for 5 it is going to reject that, 90 it is going to collect, 91 reject, 79 reject, 21 reject. So only the numbers which are going to satisfy this condition are filtered out from the integer list. That's why we basically say it as a filter. Okay, so now let's print them. Even number list dot or for taking the integer values int. Okay, even number list is out, removing the pl, giving some space, plus even. Here instead of even I'm going to write odd number list, and here I'm going to write odd. Okay, so for the first of us, let's comment out these codes because console is getting okay. Okay, let it be. We will run the code and see what happens. So now you can see everything is coming. We cannot distinguish which are the even and which are the odd, so we'll print even numbers are, and then we will say instead of even we will say odd numbers are. Now we can find out which one are the even and which one are the odd. So you can see this up to this 90 everything is a even, and after that everything is a odd. So this is how we are going to use the filter. Using the filter we can also like sort the, what we can say is string values as well. So let's do that one. Private static, we have to define a predicate and then type, class type which it is going to accept. So in our case now it is going to accept the integer, so we are going to say integer, and we will simply check here. Let's say it is starting with okay, not starting with w, non start. Okay, so here what we'll say is reverse. We are going to first accept a string, and then we are going to check if that string dot starts with w, then we are going to return its negation. That means if it is not starting with w, then we are going to print it. That means in our case these two values should be printed. So here what I'm going to do is string list dot stream dot filter non-start dot for each. So okay, s s plus s. Okay, string not starting with w. Let's print it now. So here you can see that it is giving you have a great day and Java is a super cool. Now if I change this condition, if I remove this negation, then it should return me welcome and welcome. So instead of welcome I will say w wf. Let's simply writing anything just to get the output. That's it. You can see this, now we are getting welcome and wwf. Okay, so this is the, those are the use of predicates. Okay, now we have already seen the filter and predicate as well as, so